Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl KB, your non-designated, non-solicited reviewer of all things reality shows. It's time for Brat and Judy recap. How you doing? How you been? How was your week? Mine, pretty fabulous. But let's go ahead and jump right on into it. Let's do the 3 rules. Rule number 1, do not come for me because I'm here to have fun. Rule number 2, no negativity in my comments. And rule number 3, I curse a fucking lot. By now you should know that. And, not to forget, I do not own any rights to any of the clips that I am showing in this recap. I own a Volkswagen Beetle. I am a poor little black girl. If you sue me, you won't get nothing. But anyway, let's get into it. So last week, Brat and Judy got into a little argument, but this week they try to communicate, try to figure out how things are going and how to fix it.
Honestly, like when we go at it or have a disagreement, it bothers me really bad. I don't want this for us.
I just would love to know more about where this comes from. Like why you are so defensive. What is it that I've done over the years that makes you feel like I'm almost attacking you, or like...
I didn't feel attacked. I just felt like I had gave you an answer. But I didn't just get this way. I got this way because of the things that we've been through.
I feel like this is something that I've been up against for a long time.
What, me being defensive? How do you think
you thinking I'm saying something that I'm not, or you thinking that something is read into it deeper than what it is?
So it's me. It's all me. It's 2 people in this relationship, and I will not take full responsibility for it being all me. Somewhere down the line, I have been made to feel this way.
I'm not your enemy.
I know that, and I'm not yours.
Then why do you think that I would say anything to try to hurt you? And I can't get you to see that. And I've been trying for so long. And there's this wall that you refuse to let me break down. Because you always feel like, you said it before, you always feel like something isn't good enough for me.
I guess I need to work on just waiting before I just respond and just think in my head or be defensive. I can be stubborn because I am a boss bitch, and so can she because she's a boss bitch. So it happens, but then you just have to try to figure out how to deal with it if you love that person and don't want to go away.
I love the way they communicate because you know what, in any relationship, to iron anything out, communication is key. But even though they got a chance to try to talk things out, Judy still has a little reservation because, you know, they're arguing a little bit too much and it's getting really close to the proposal.
My concern about the argument that we just had and kind of the tensions that we've been experiencing is that the timing of it. Like, I feel like everything happens for a reason. So the fact that this is kind of right around a proposal, why is that? And then am I learning more about this person in this time at this moment because I shouldn't do it? Or is this just an eye-opener? Like, what is this supposed to be? How am I supposed to take this?
I can't breathe when it's not right. I'm miserable. Anything and everything else in the world could up. But if it's us, I'm not going to be all right. I don't be all right.
I'm sorry if I made you feel some type of way.
Gonna figure it out and work it out and be okay. Because I don't want you sleeping all the way on the other side of the bed.
Even though Judy has her reservations, she's decided to make sure everything is still perfect for the proposal. So she goes back to the jeweler and she wants to get Brat's ring resized.
How's everything going? Everything's going good. I need to get the ring resized though.
Is that right?
Yeah, so
okay,
we need to talk about that. My rationale with still going forward with this proposal, even though I have a few questions, is because nobody's perfect. And I'm a risk taker. You hear me? So even though we may have our issues here and there, I'm pretty sure, I am 1,000% confident that we can work through this.
While they're at the jeweler and they're waiting, Judy sits down and she talks to Nikki and she tells Nikki that she called, well, not called, but she contacted Lisa Ray. You know, Lisa Ray and Brat are sisters, but listen to what happened.
I reached out to, guess who? Ho! Her sister.
You did what?
I sure did.
How did that go?
She told me she was going to get back with me, so I'm going to see how that goes. I didn't want to say what I was doing. Like, I haven't really told anybody like that, because I don't want for nobody to surprise. But I felt like I don't want to not include her in on a proposal, you know, and then she already felt like she wasn't included on the relationship, the whole thing. Lisa Ray is Brad's sister. She's also a phenomenal actress. There's a show that Lisa is on, and Brad actually surprised her for her birthday, and there was this big thing that went super viral all over the internet where the sisters collided.
You know, we got a surprise for you today. Joining us to help celebrate you, Lisa Ray's sister, the Brat.
Yes, I tell.
You want to say happy birthday publicly, but not privately? Is that the problem? Because that's been the problem.
I feel like Brad wouldn't have did that to her. Even if Lisa Ray had some kind of feeling, she could have cursed her ass outside of that. But I don't think it was absolutely necessary for the world to see.
I don't give what y'all say at all. Y'all don't know.
But I know they love each other. I can't do this and not invite her. I'm not. So I am a little skeptical about how things can go left because we've all seen that before, you know, and then it's going to be in front of a whole bunch of people. But I'm just hoping for the best, Lord.
Saw how everything played out. It was something that was like on the blogs for a few days, maybe a couple of weeks or whatever. And, you know, I feel Judy. Not even being unbiased, you know, but I feel Lisa too. She was caught by surprise, and I don't know what sign Lisa Ray is, but with me, however you catch me is what you're gonna get. So she might not have meant it that way, but that's the way it came out. But devil's advocate, Judy's still right. She could have did all of that later. She could have been like, thank you, you know, put up. But she was so surprised. What came up came out. Moving forward, it seems like Judy is finally catching on to the fact that she might have bit off a little bit more than she can chew. She's really stressed. So while she's sitting in the middle of construction, she just has this epiphany.
Girl, I'm so tired of these so many people. I'm so tired of all these different cars. I'm so tired of these different people in this house. I just want all of them to get out. This really getting stressful at this point. The renovation of the warehouse, renovation of the house, Kenzie and Deja moving in. This proposal. Am I biting off more than I can chew?
They getting ready to move Deja in. Guess where they're moving Deja?
Kenzie and Deja coming.
So it's cute, right?
Yeah, I think it is.
Being that we didn't have no room upstairs because they're...
I mean, it's kind of cool to live in a movie theater for a little while.
I wouldn't have minded if I was...
Like a big screen.
Yeah.
Deja's moving in. We did as much as we could to prepare. And it's going to be like she's going to be in our space because we don't have upstairs done yet. So it's going to be like moving in with us literally. And with me and Brad having an arguing match. It doesn't seem like the best of times. I'm nervous.
In this week's Random Adventures with Brat and Judy, they take out trash, but they don't do it like regular people.
We probably should have worn masks.
You gonna take both of those?
Yeah,
That's heavier. No.
Wouldn't you rather do it once than twice?
You're not taking both of those.
Oh my God. Oh no, my glove tore.
Oh man.
Gina.
Do we have hand sanitizer?
Should be
I got hand sanitizer.
Woo!
Look at that.
So when I take this off, you can squirt me.
Whoa.
Whoa.
They got people around.
I'm sorry.
You got it?
Yep. Okay, pull up.
Squirt you, all right.
You good?
Yeah.
This is a workout, baby.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm straight.
Okay.
Well, I ain't really straight, but yeah, I'm good. Thanks for the ride, lady.
You're welcome.
While they're taking out the trash, they run into the neighbor that Brat was talking about with Montana. The guy that's a therapist, right? So this is how it went down.
Hey,
So what's going on with you?
didn't you say that he was the, like he just...
Oh, yeah. I needed you to, because you're the mind doctor. My brother, not my real brother, but like my god brother who I've been knowing for years, him and his wife are going through a divorce. And it's toxic. 1 minute they fighting, like 5 minutes later, they singing songs together again. Like it's, I asked them, was they bipolar?
That's every marriage.
Is it?
At times, no doubt.
You think you could find time for me to bring them to talk to you?
Yeah.
Because I know.
I'm the mind doctor. I'm not Jesus.
I know.
I can do some stuff. But,
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, come on in. We'll sit down, chop it up.
Okay.
Yeah, do some things.
Yay!
All right, go.
This gonna determine if they gonna stay together or not.
If they're gonna see a profession, I think we should too.
Who do what? Our problem is not like Montana and Rhonda. You don't think so?
Okay.
We have some issues, but they're not major like that, where I feel like we need to talk to somebody. The only therapist I had is when I got in trouble. And I was having nightmares, the dumb I did.
I don't want for us to be Montana and Rhonda. I don't want for us to get to that point. I want for somebody to help us, because I've never seen this side of her. She can be very direct, very stern, but I know she's never been that with me until right now.
But you know, you would think that somebody who's ready to recommend a therapist to somebody else would be okay with seeing one themselves. But even though Brat is taken aback by Judy suggesting that they go to therapy, she even talked to Bella about it, which I think is a step in the right direction.
Well, here I go suggesting therapy for Montana and Rhonda, and then baby go, we need to go too.
Was it like talking just relationship, looking at each other, you guys staying in therapy together or individually?
No, there was no suggestion like that. She just kind of asked questions.
Okay.
I'm guilty of being very defensive.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe things from my past or things from me going in the industry. But it's like, I don't know if therapy is going to be good.
That's a big step though, because it's like, therapy is a hard thing to swallow. Like, it's a
Therapy. Oh, I thought I heard something. So time is moving on, and the proposal is getting closer and closer. So they go see the venue.
yeah.
You're gonna faint.
No fainting allowed.
Okay. We still got to get fitted for our custom outfits. We still have to figure out if we're going to book a photographer so it looks like it's a photo shoot. We have not finalized the guest list. Some people have to fly in. They have to get the notice that it's coming to America theme so they can put their wardrobe together. It is so many different things that we have not finalized yet. And it's 2 weeks away. Now I'm really like, girl, are you sure you're doing the right thing? Are you sure?
This is a lot.
There's some big. She gonna kill me though.
So the day is here. Deja and Kenzie come to move in with Brat and Judy.
Uh-oh. Hello.
Hey,
What's up?
where's Kenzie?
She in that sleep. How are you? Oh, where's the baby?
Where is she? Oh, she's sleeping.
How was your trip?
It was fine. Did we wake her up?
Oh, you got it. Go help her, baby. Go help her. I got it. Go help her, baby. Go help her.
So it's 6 dogs, 1 grandbaby, 1 daughter, me, Brat, and 1 house. Whew. Not that way, Deja. You're gonna be staying in here.
Dex, get back, baby.
Come on. So, because of the construction,
Yeah, we had to find a place.
yeah, so this
There's
is,
no rooms.
baby, I think we should show them around.
Okay.
I definitely want to see the house. Come on, Kenzie, let's go see. Deja, don't let her walk on this. They might have something on the floor.
Didn't register in my mind how far into construction they were. I literally packed up Kenzie, her clothes, her toys, and the necessities. I don't even know if they have a high chair or anything. The baby in construction just that don't sound like it makes at all.
Deja, girl, what part of construction was hard to understand? Construction, hammer, nails, loud noises, men, dust, i.e. not a safe environment for a child. Girl, what you got going on? Judy takes a trip to the warehouse. She talks to Niara, and there's some problems going on. I think there's like a leak or a hole in the ceiling. And again, Judy has decided that maybe she has bit off more than she can chew.
That. Having Deja here was like an eye-opener to say that maybe there's too much that I bit off. Like, you know how they say you bite off more than you can chew? I feel like I'm almost choking on it at this point. Between the renovations at the house, the renovations at the warehouse, this big surprise, it's too much. I can't. It's too much. I think I need a break away from life. Y'all stressing me out.
Did you write your speech yet? Did
Jessica.
Damn. I can't just say I love you.
No! You're like, what?
My speech.
No way. I'm gonna say let the spirit use you. That's about all I got for you right now. Got too much going on.
How many times Judy done said she overwhelmed? Okay, so what we gonna do about it though, friend? What we gonna do about it? Brett and Judy are chilling out, relaxing with each other. Judy decides to breach the conversation of a therapist all over again.
I don't know. Oftentimes, we don't see eye to eye on some things. So I'd love for, us to talk to somebody and figure out some great practices, like some middle ground.
You think we need to talk to somebody?
I just think it's great to have a middleman.
Are you still in this?
Hear me out. Before you, hear me out. I'm talking to you. Hear me out. Why don't we go see a therapist? So we maybe can pick up on some great practices to avoid ever needing that extensive amount of help. If there's any kind of pain, you're just supposed to endure it, especially as African-American women. Just, you're strong, you can handle it. But you have to let it out to somebody. Like my idea.
You just told me something I had no idea about. Because you're always on the phone and always busy. Why do we have to talk to somebody when all we have to do is put the phone down on the computer and all that? Our problem is it's not like a big
I guess that's my thing. Just, instead of being reactive, be proactive.
We don't need to be proactive. Tell me something, because I'm in a different place then. If you think we need help.
I just feel like for the little small things that we have going, why don't we talk to somebody so we can make sure we work out our small things? That's what I feel. That's it.
And how long you been thinking this, bitch? What is you talking about? Like,
Girl,
I am puzzled. Like, please tell me if it's something I don't know about. Because I've been thinking all this time we've been on the same page. So if she think we need to see a therapist, we obviously is not on the same page.
You want to get in the shower?
Look, I ain't even gotta say nothing. I know you didn't caught all these footnotes throughout. There are plenty of reasons for both of you to go to therapy. I go to therapy. I love therapy. Whatever kind of therapy there is that you can find, because there are different kinds. Life coaching is a form of therapy. People just don't see it like that. That shit Montana and Rhonda going through, baby. Everybody go through it. It's just different variations of it. Some of it gets bad, some of it's not as bad. People fuss, people cry, people argue, people throw shit. I'm just saying, it gets bad. But it's some ways that, again, you can learn how to argue and debate the right way. That's all she want to do. Whatever problems, whatever issues she feel like she have, whatever problems, whatever issues you feel like she have can be addressed with therapy. Y'all can do individual, y'all can do couples, individual and couples, whatever. Therapy is not a bad thing. And because you go to therapy, you're not crazy. I promise you, I really feel like people who go to therapy are more sane than the people who don't. Judy goes to a board meeting for her company, and while she's in the meeting, Niara sees that she's a little bit deterred and disturbed, so they sit down and they talk about it.
Today, you were definitely distracted out of it. You want to talk about that?
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it, boss.
Me and Brad had a disagreement on the foot of a proposal. It's like all of right, all happening. Is it happening? Is it like trying to tell me something? Is it like, are you not doing the right thing? What?
Maybe I should go to a therapist or something.
See, that was the thing though, because I felt like on the heels of her saying that her friends Rhonda and Montana were going to a therapist, I figured, why don't we do stuff? But she was like, well, is there something you're not telling me?
Oh, God.
What else, is there something that I don't know? And I'm like, well, what's wrong with us just going? Know that she's the person for me. I've never been loved like this before. But with us having, super different views, and it's kind of obvious right now, a part of me does feel like we might have a rocky road ahead. This is the weirdest place to be. I've been so certain about everything in this whole time. But I can say in this moment, right now, in this second, right now in this moment, I really don't know. I feel like I'm seeing a whole new side of her. I just don't know.
Judy, girl, look, The saying is true. You don't know somebody until you argue with them or until you've really seen them mad. That is very, very true. And if you haven't seen Brat like this, you know, I guess now is a good time. And then plus, a positive that you are suggesting therapy. Therapy is always a plus. It works well with anything. And then, I'm not even a religious person, but a lot of people have to go through, or when they belong to a church or have a church home, they do marriage counseling before they get married. It's kind of like it goes hand in hand. So either way, I commend you, Judy, for being okay with going to therapy. I really hope you can get through the Brat. I really hope that you can get through the Brat because, girl, it looks like you're fighting an uphill battle. But I digress. I'll see y'all next week. I need to go figure some shit out my damn self.